Hello everyone and welcome to SuttonsDaze. If you're new here, my name is Lisa. We are all about pantry preparedness and today we're kind of doing a twofer. Today is Azure pickup day here and of course it is the windiest, coldest, nastiest day outside and our pickup is right on the shores of Lake Huron. Yeah, it's wicked, dude. And because I am handicapped at the moment, Phil went out and helped unload the truck and get our stuff. So I got to sit in the car nice and toasty warm. Yeah, might have to keep them for a little while. But I wanted to show you what we got from our Azure haul. We do an Azure standard haul once a month. And what I'm kind of embracing right now, using it for, is to get my freeze-dried stuff, you know? And I wanted to show you from last month because I'm super excited. Okay, do you remember the beets? The beets, yes. Okay, so that's what they look like when they're freeze-dried. And I mean, number one, they're so pretty. They still taste like dirt, you know, but they taste like beets. So that's those. It filled, I want to say 3 of these on a small freeze dryer with a 5-pound box. And then these are the sweet potatoes. Love it a lot. So I'm going to be enjoying sweet potatoes for a long time. And then these are not from Azure, but I picked them up from the store. I got a bag of frozen, or actually like 4 bags of frozen, because 1 bag for each tray. And these are freeze-dried lima beans. Now, you know, canning lima beans is a pain in the whoozy what's, right? And these I am so looking forward to. Have we tried them yet? No, but we're going to. But I freeze-dried some lima beans for Phil to give a try. And they turned out great. So I'm super excited about this because I think it's another way to have it so that he can enjoy lima beans and I don't have to can them, because I love to can, but lima beans are just so particular, you know? It's not a lot of fun. So if you want to find out if there's an Azure drop near you, I have a link down below where you can check it out. I highly recommend. I love Azure. And so it's Azure standard. I just shortcut it. Anyway, we're going to move you over so that I can show you my boxes and all the stuff that I got. Mostly, everything I got is frozen, mostly. So this one, though, is not. And so we're going to get this open. I have knives everywhere. Okay, so in addition to the food, I also picked up a couple other things that I've been eyeballing. And I think because they were on sale this month. But, okay. So I'm very excited. First, I picked up some Norpro. Is that the name? Yeah, Norpro. 9-inch pie plates. I got two of them. And I'm looking forward to these because, A, they're not glass. I have nothing opposed to glass. I'm just tired of, you know, dropping stuff. So I wanted to add a couple of these, and because I tend to make pies and give them to people, and randomly the pie plates don't come back, so these will stay. But then I also picked, and I love these because I also got those square, I think they're 8x8. They're small. They're perfect to fit in my air fryer. They're great for small portions, you know, because it's just the 2 of us. Really love those too, and I got those from there too, but not this trip. I also picked up a book because you gotta have fun. And I got Spice Apothecary, blending and using common spices for everyday health. So I'm going to be sitting down and going through this, I'm sure, over the rest of this month. Now we're going to dip into the really cool stuff, and I'm going to find a way to bring you down. Hang on one sec. There you are, up close and personal. Okay, so everything else I got is frozen stuff, so I got to show you, and then I have to get it into the freezer, what I'm not working on. I have the freeze dryer warming up. It's pre-freezing. But one of the things I did get, I got another box of beets. It's 5 pounds of diced beets, and I just think it's epic, and I'm probably not going to be canning beets anytime soon. I do want to try pickling some of these. So maybe the next time I order them, I will actually pull some out and pickle them, because I think that would be like a really great pickled beet kind of relish thing, you know? I think it'd be fun. Anyway, so there's those. I got some peach slices. So I want to show you what those look like, because those are going to be going into the freeze dryer first. And, oh, well, maybe not first. Okay, so because they're fruit, you know, I'm not going to be able to smash these up well enough right now. So I might have to do these later. But that's what the peaches, the sliced peaches look like. And that just saved me a whole bunch of work, except for this part right here. You know, stuff happens, to be expected. I may try to work with that a little bit later and see if I can make some headway and get it on the trays. And then next, we have, these are, dun. Oh, you guys, I'm so looking forward to these. Okay, so, you know, I did the sweet potatoes before, the plain sweet potatoes, and legitimately, I got more of them, but for this round, I got colorful sweet potatoes. So let's open those up and see what they look like, and see what I can get on the tray. I am super excited about this. So I'm gonna break them up a little bit, and then we're gonna dump them on the tray. Multicolored sweet potatoes. Look at that. Okay, so they're bigger dices than the other ones, which is cool. I want to see what they look like when they come out, and how much we can fit on a tray. I should have separated those before I put them on. There we go. This is gonna be so much fun. So these are going in the dehydrator, or the dehydrator, thank you, the freeze dryer right now. Hey, while I'm setting this up, let me take this moment to remind you that Harvest Right has their Black Friday sale on right now. And it's a great time. If you were looking to get a freeze dryer, now's a great time to do it. I have a small. It's only 2 of us, but I do tend to do large quantities of stuff, you know, so I really do feel like I would have been better served with a medium. However, I don't have the funds to get a second one right now. So, and I you know, Phil and I discussed it for a hot minute, because, you know, I'm like, really, it would make life easier if I had either a larger machine or a second one, so that I could do more. And 2 smalls would do more than just a medium. But, you know, it's just not in the budget this year. So maybe eventually, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see, because I would be able to do a lot more at one time. You know what I mean? I hope I wasn't crinkling this the whole time in your ear. So I'm not going to get the whole case on here. And I think that's mainly because they're nice big chunks. I'm super excited about the size of these. And, okay. And then we have one more tray. Let's see. Okay. So that leaves me, it looks like 4 extra bags in the freezer. So I'll be able to do those at a later date, or just, you know, eat them as is. But I do love sweet potatoes, so I'm excited about this. In case you couldn't tell, there are 2.5 servings per bag, it says. Each one is 90 calories, 21 carbs, 2 grams of protein. And I could be wrong. I don't think I remember seeing these anyplace before. I mean, I could have and just not been paying attention. That is not unheard of. Okay. And so what I'm going to do real quick here is take a break and go put these in the freeze dryer. And then we'll keep working on the rest of it. I mean, isn't that just the prettiest colors you ever saw? I'm back. Okay, so this box is butternut squash, and that's what I'm going to prep on the trays to go in next. And then I got, because I was so happy about the sweet potatoes that I did last time. I mean, very happy that I got a larger box. It is 20 pounds, so it's 4 times the amount that I had last time. And let's see how those come. We will check it out. Okay, slightly better view. Let's see. Come on. Okay, got up one big bag. One big bag. Okay, so those are not going to get worked on today. Nope. But those will go in the freezer and wait oh so patiently for me, along with the other stuff. And these will go. Okay, another box for the cat to play in. So I'm going to show you the butternut squash, which I think is going to look remarkably like the sweet potatoes did last month. But this is what I'm going to prep on the trays, theoretically. Yep. Okay, so that's butternut squash slices. Look at that. I love it. Okay, so we're going to prep those to get on the trays, but let me get these other ones down in the freezer. Now comes the fun. Okay, we're just going to break it up. So far I do have to admit that this is the coolest part, because you just grab your kitchen mallet. Doesn't everybody have a kitchen mallet? What do you mean you don't have a kitchen mallet? Okay, you just grab that, break it up. It's not hard. It's not like trying to put a gamma lid, you know, on a bucket. Actually, I just realized I'm missing a light. No, I'm not. That light's on. Okay. And there we go. Oh, look at, we got a couple seeds in there even. Okay, I guess, you know, it happens, right? Okay. So we are going to load up these trays. You got to keep an eye to make sure that it's not higher than the lip, because it just won't fit. But butternut squash is just as awesome as sweet potatoes. Yes. Okay. May have to beat that up a little bit more. Let's do that. They don't break apart as easily as you would hope. Oh, there you go. Smash the Bagleys. Okay. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen on camera. Okay? There we go. And now, I mean, this is like the easiest prep you'll ever do anywhere. And so, while I will be growing butternut squash next year, that doesn't mean I have to not buy it any other time. Because anytime I can put up food and save a little bit of time, I'm going to do it. And that is the great part about it. Okay. I don't think, these are also in bigger chunks than like the beets or the sweet potatoes are. So I may not get them all on 4 trays. It may take up more trays, which is fine. That works just fine. Okay. I can get more on there. Yes, I can. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then in 2 days, because it'll take me 2 days to freeze dry the, what did I just put in there? It'll take me 2 days to freeze dry that. And when that comes out, I'll defrost the machine and then automatically start it over again and get these in there. So theoretically, so that's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, probably 6 days total. Oh, but the good part is I can do the rest of the sweet potatoes also. So, and if the seeds are in here, it's not like a horrible big deal. They're just not gonna, it takes longer to do seeds from what I've been reading. I am just making an all-out mess. Anything with seeds takes longer. I'm assuming the seeds take longer. So I will just plan to watch for that because I don't want that to hold any moisture. Let me know what your experience has been, my experienced freeze dryer friends. I would appreciate it. I mean, it's a beautiful butternut squash color. Love it. Okay. And next tray. And so now, yep, this should take the rest of it. Okay, so just got to be careful not to break the bag. And you're good. See, it wasn't quite enough to fill the whole tray, but it's too much to go onto the other trays. And that's life. So that is the Azure haul for November. But the cool part is, it happens, we're going to have our next drop is going to be, I think, the week of November 30th. So every now and then it happens twice in a month, at the very beginning and the very end. Doesn't break my heart. So I'm going to see how fast this goes. I'm going to see how much room I have in the freezer because I highly doubt that I'm going to be doing a lot for a few weeks. So yeah, I may or may not order next month as a result, but I'm stocked up and good for this. It'll take me, okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it's going to take me a long time to get through that other bag of sweet potatoes because I average 2 days per product. So I'm, like I said, it's slower than what I'm used to. So it's teaching me patience, which if you've been with me for a while, you know I'm not really good at. So again, the link, if you want to check out to see if there's an Azure standard drop anywhere near you, is down below. I love their products. I have no complaints at all about any of their products. And I'm super excited about my new book. I might dive into that a little bit tonight. And I can't wait to make some pies in these. These are just, I love them. I love them so much. So I will definitely, I'll look for those on Amazon for anybody that can't get to Azure. But I do totally believe that Norpro just makes top-notch, great quality products. And that book looks really interesting. So anything that you get through Azure is typically like really great quality. They definitely have their niche, and they do supply it very well. There's so much stuff. So I have been taking time to go through what they have frozen already and, diced up already to try to save myself some prep time and to keep the freeze dryer earning a living during the winter, because it's a lot easier to freeze dry stuff when it's cooler out than it is when it's hot. And this summer was just horrible. So I hope that you will come along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed seeing the finished beets and sweet potatoes and the lima beans. Yeah, I can't wait to show you how those turn out. So until next time, everybody, remember, Harvest Right, Black Friday, Azure Standard. There's a link down below to see if there's a drop anywhere near you. And until next time, be safe. Keep stacking it to the rafters, my friends.